had been in news for a long time. I mean, you go back to 60 Minutes, Mike Wallace chasing people, right? So what's the difference? Like, what's the difference here between a situation like that? Is it how close in physical proximity you get to him, or how often, Lina?
There's actually a new stalking law that is on our books, and I say new because it was new to me. It's probably 20 years old now, but there was a reason that stalking law was enacted. It wasn't because of media, but it applies to everybody. That harassment,
okay.
And yeah, in order you have to have the 2 police reports.
So, Jonathan, have you been contacted personally by law enforcement or by anyone representing Brooklyn or Buster?
No, law enforcement, again, they came out that day and said that we were all following the law. We were on a public sidewalk, public road. We have the right to be there. Just don't, violate by going onto someone else's property trespass. I want to add that, if Buster Murdaugh said out of his own mouth to me personally, hey, leave me alone, I would leave him alone. I would walk away. But I haven't heard nothing out of his mouth. As far as Brooklyn, I don't know her, and I can care less about her. This is about getting questions from Buster. Maybe he should tell people he doesn't want to speak. But the fact that he's silent, we don't know if he wants to speak or not. Is yet to say that.
So you're down in Tampa right now, Jonathan. You on a different story? Or are you going back to South Carolina?
I am. I'm going to follow the financial crimes of the Murdaugh family. Lori Vallow Daybell is going on trial in Idaho starting April 3rd. I am planning to go out there. Also cover the Moscow, Idaho case with Brian Kohlberger, preliminary hearing.
I have a feeling I'm going to be seeing a lot of you, Jonathan. I'm going to be seeing a lot of you. I'm going to all these cases. All right.
Vinny, I'm all over, and that's my job. And I know that, there's laws you have to follow, and I try my best to follow them.
All right, and I wanted to make sure that you knew what you can and can't do in South Carolina. That's why I brought in Lori Murray. She's the best of the best down there. So
she's very smart.
Yeah, she is.
More curious about Buster Murdaugh and particularly Stephen Smith. That's my curiosity. Is Stephen Smith. He chose not to answer while I was at the courthouse. I mean, that is just right, but to me it seems kind of shady. I mean, that's shady and suspect. Yeah, true crime is fun. It is a total passion, and I kind of use my own criminal past to kind of share that, incorporate that into the mix of what's going on, because I kind of understand defendants and the process that they're going through, particularly the jails and the prison systems and everything like that. A lot of times when you come to like true crime major networks, they always bring in the experts like the FBI's and the forensics and former agents or whatnot, but they really should bring in former inmates, that are striving to make change and that are trying to do right, and bring them in to provide their insight. We can definitely bring a different perspective when it comes to true crime cases, which I have a passion for. Law and the legal process, criminally and civilly, and bringing awareness, and seeing the garbage people incarcerated that I was with, the monsters that came in. I'm like, I am not these type of people, and these people deserve to be there, and again, I for the victims and anyone that touches or hurts a child or a woman or victimize anybody, I want to expose them and do the best I can to bring awareness to what they did. By all means necessary. Bam! By all means.
We're bringing people onto my channel, and people making videos about me really helps the cause. Thank you. My heart is with the victims always. The victims' lives, their voices matter. Alec Murdaugh, I want your buns.